Welcome to For the Plot number 25. Today we're going to be going over basically some of the election stuff, maybe a little bit of drama, some controversial comments, and I think another good one would be Halloween. It's Halloween today. It's October 31st. Um, so with that being said, elections coming up in a couple days. This is why we're going over some of these. The first topic I wanted to go over is basically like who are you voting for? Why are you voting for them? And like what is maybe like your or this goes in with why, but like what is your favorite policy or what they're doing better than the other
I
candidate?
am 100%. I haven't made any content yet about it. I've like reposted shit on TikTok and all that stuff, but I'm definitely voting for Trump. Um, I grew up in like a really Republican family, like really Republican, and the beliefs with like Trump. I mean, for one, I do back the part of I hate that our troops have to go and fight and people got to die. Like I just hate that, and I hated what Biden did when he didn't pull out the soldiers out of what was it, Iraq
It's not even the fact of
or
them
whatever
like being
fuck
sent out to
wherever it
go
was.
like to fight in a war. It's the fact that they're just away from their families when they don't even need to be.
Okay, no, they're dying,
They are
and
dying, but I'm saying there's no reason for them to be away from their families.
yeah,
If we
well,
had someone that was in check and like could seriously handle the country and talk to another world leader the way that they should,
yeah, like
you're
Trump
right.
did when he talked to the Russian dude. The Russian,
Vladimir Putin.
yeah, that guy. I can never say his name. I also like the tax cuts. I think the tax cuts are really huge because I'm not gonna say why, but I like the way the taxes are gonna be hopefully
Implemented.
implemented next year, this coming up year. And I hope that's fast. I hope that's before like this tax season. That'd be nice. Um, Definitely the agreeing with like the world leaders and getting along with them. I don't like anything about the Kamala Harris campaign. I think it's all like a big publicity stunt. That's really what it looks like.
Yeah, I
Um,
will say that I watched a video here earlier that reminded me of her campaign.
Did you ride the school bus? Did you ride the
Yeah,
electric school bus to way to school?
essentially, it's like
Like, dude.
Kamala versus Trump right now is like a huge joke to a lot of people, considering she's backing up people that want to be something that isn't genetically even possible. She's backing up things. What is it like? People, I don't even know. It's just things that are ridiculous. Things that,
Like letting people get an letting girls get an abortion when the baby is a full grown baby. Like the baby is a heartbeat. There's limbs on this baby, kid, child, and it's in their stomach, but it's limbs and a heartbeat. Like
and
that's pushing it.
allowing transgender men to play in women's sports, and it just
Oh, I will say I am not against abortion, but I'm not with abortion. I'm not against it. I don't think it's.
there's a way to do it and a way not to do
I
it.
think if it was an accident or if it's y'all aren't ready or everybody is. It is at the end of the day my body my choice. But that's like saying a girl saying to a guy my body my choice. I can get the abortion, but a girl's gonna get pissed off when a guy says my body my choice. I'm gonna shave my beard. That's the same exact. It's the same exact thing.
I've never
But
had that
it's just
problem.
a lot bigger of a difference, But I do believe that abortions are how do I say this are okay to a certain extent. I don't think if there's a heartbeat, I don't think abortion should be
I
allowed.
think early
I think there's a
early
cutoff time for that.
early abortion, I believe in is fine.
Was it like
Um,
7 weeks?
I'm not
I think
exactly
seven
sure.
weeks is.
I don't really want to speak on something that I'm not sure on, but I will say like I'm not against it, but I'm not with it. I believe in early abortion if you knew that you are pregnant and you are not capable of having a kid, carrying a kid, paying for a kid, affording a kid, the time for a kid. I can understand that. That makes sense. It's fair. Um,
Not when the kid has literally arms and legs and a heartbeat, just
yeah.
moving around, kicking inside her stomach. So that's where it gets a little weird. But then
Um,
again, everybody has their own opinion. Opinions are like assholes, and everybody has one to use as they please. So
I will say that I am voting for Trump. Obviously, I'm voting for him, but the I guess like what I wanted to get at is like I wanted to make it clear that I am voting for Trump, and that way me and him can kind of debate the policies and stuff, and at least talk about it together. That way you guys can hear more of the way we both think about it.
And this video will be dropped right before voting, like a couple days before voting day. So, yeah, if y'all are voting, just go vote Trump for us.
The first one, I will say the immigration policy.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Immigration, I think, was down to a, a minimum, at an all-time minimum. Um, Drug smuggling wasn't a
No,
thing anymore.
fuck
Like,
the drugs, man. I don't care
it's
about
just
none
like
of the
everything,
drugs.
bro. It's like bad gangs,
I don't.
gang violence went down. Like
I
everything
don't care
went
about any of
down.
the drugs. I don't care about how many illegal shootings and all that shit's been happening. I care about the sex trafficking of all the young girls and young boys and all the grown girls and grown boys that are getting trafficked.
That's the border.
It was like I don't know what number it was, so I'm not gonna say it, but I seen it on like somewhere on Instagram or TikTok of this thing of there was like some outrageous number of people that were getting sex trafficked from illegals that are not even supposed to be in America coming here illegally from wherever the fuck. And I think that should be shut the fuck down fast. Like whether it's
Mexico, bro.
Mexico. Oh damn, I like Mexico. I have fun in Cancun, but
It's the border, bro.
y'all need to figure that shit the
They're
freak
not
out.
talking
No, it's
about-
not just the Mexican border.
We have a
I just seen a
Canadian
video
border as well, but
yeah, the Canadian border. I just seen a
Canadian
video of
borders-
Canadians coming up from Canada to down to America, and this big old country boy was like, "I'm hunting Canadians right now," because they were in his yard, and he had all 5 of them lined up on the ground like they were alive, but he had them all waiting for the cops to get.
I feel
extradited
like
back.
Canadians are more of like the more of just the drug trafficking side, but I feel like Mexican
no,
border.
dude.
I think the Mexican border is really moving
Dude,
that dope.
When I
and
went to
traffics.
Mexico, I did an 8-ball of white girl, and that shit was pure. Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying
I don't do that no more. I don't agree with that, and I think it's very frowned upon. I don't agree with it anymore. That was back in my wild days, but had to clear that up. But yeah, the sex trafficking is a no go for me. Once I heard it was like mostly immigrants that are doing it, and I have nothing against any Hispanic, Mexican, Puerto Rican, freaking Brazilian, I don't care what it is. I don't care about if you're white, black, purple, orange. I think if you're a part of anything is sex trafficking, you're a freaking weirdo and you should be unalived. And yeah, I'll
Yep.
start by that one.
Another thing would be the tariff issue that everybody's kind of concerned about. I mean, like you said, there's been multiple presidents that have used this tariff tax, whatever, anything to implement, and it's done nothing but make the country better.
And what was like the whole like details on that? Like what is it?
What a tariff is
Yeah.
where
I didn't really pay attention in history class that much, y'all.
a tariff is where we raise, or not raise taxes, but where we make it to where imports are a lot higher.
And I like Trump when he said there's no taxes on tips from like servers and stuff like that. I thought that was awesome.
Mhm.
I don't think you should get taxed for your tips that people give you, whether they're cash or not. I think it's all dumb. I really like that one because I love helping servers and tipping them good. So, yeah.
But
Next
anywho,
question.
you didn't even talk about the tariff.
Yeah, with the tariffs, I
whole-
hope I get low taxes.
That does nothing with, bro.
I need to afford
What
good
it
dog
does
food.
is like okay, so like you know how we could use United States oil for cheaper? Well, instead we get oil from Saudi Arabia. Well, their oil is more expensive than ours, so Trump is going to throw a tariff on it and make it where it is way more expensive, and we have to use United States oil, which makes gas cheaper.
And then that makes us more of a
Profitable country.
that'd be smart.
The GDP, brother. Why do you think Trump would be better in office than Kamala with military reasons? Because this to me was like a huge deal. Like since there's never been a woman president, and especially a woman Democratic president, I just don't understand how it's gonna work because I feel like a woman's gonna fold under pressure more. than
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
man.
sound like that's what I'm not trying to say right now. I'm gonna sound like misogynist or whatever when I say this, but no woman's mind is as strong as a man's mind when it comes to violence and protection. What's another word?
Unless you're legally trained.
I mean, yeah, unless you're like, you know, you
Like
got your
MMA,
credentials,
that
but
bitch for real. Like, I'm
like
sorry.
some Ronda Rousey type shit. But other than that, I don't think a woman should be in control of how much
A country. An
control of
entire
a country. Like you have to, you know, Jesus, you're like going superpowers and superpowers. So you can't. You're gonna ruin it. You're gonna fuck up. But Trump's been there. He's been in office before. Never had a war when Trump was in president. Well, when Trump was a president. And he doesn't fold under pressure. He's proved that he did it for 4 years straight. So why
I
would he
think
do it this
it's
time?
more so the fact that like Trump was in office before. All the world leaders, they were with Trump. They understood what was going on. They understood the deal. If something happens, you know, it's not good. Now that Biden's in office and obviously Kamala's running next, if that was to happen, Biden's already folding because he's just old as shit and don't know what he's talking about. But Kamala is almost just as dumb. Like, I don't understand the whole thing. And my whole point behind this is that I don't think it's safe for a Democratic woman to be running the president, much less. I mean, there's a reason there's how many freaking guys as a president? There's never been one woman. But hey, there's a first for everything.
Yeah, not for that though. That shit's bullcrap.
But my whole point again behind that is like
She should stay in like a secretary part, not like, you know, a presidential or vice president. I don't know why
she
would
can
be
definitely
vice-
have a word, but I don't want her to be my leader.
Yeah, no, I don't think she should be a world leader at all. In general.
I think
a lot of
Trump's
people.
last presidency, I put it down as like his last presidency, everything was good about it, and the proof is in the pudding. So it's like if you're voting for someone that you're not sure on, and you know what Trump's implemented and done before in the past, and it basically what it did, then why wouldn't you want that again?
Basically, the economy. I need the economy to be better on my end. I don't care about nobody else. I mean, I care about everybody, but you know, not to an extent. I gotta buy a house. I need to be able to afford a house, afford a mortgage, unless I can pull, you know, $500,000, $600,000 out of my ass and just buy a nice little house with it. But I need to be able to afford a mortgage. Interest rates, they need to shoot back down from what they have been the past 4 years. Nobody's buying houses. Like last time people bought houses, you know, for a good price was what, like 10 years ago, 5 years ago? Like there's no
It
buying
was
houses
right
right
before
now.
we bought our house in 2015 or 16, so it's probably like 2014, 2015.
Yeah, and that was when people bought like houses in
It was
bulk.
right. It was right before Trump was in office. It was right when markets started going down.
And who was before Trump? That was
Obama.
Obama, right? Yeah, what a guy.
I personally don't like agree, but I don't disagree with a lot of Obama.
I want a
stuff as well.
Hellcat.
Speaking of making a lot of money and pulling money out of your ass, on November 3rd, we are dropping a Discord for stock options and all that good stuff, trading. Go check that out. The link's going to be in my bio for that. So another topic I want to speak on. Thank you guys for listening to our BS.
Our Trump little rant.
What are your thoughts on artists? I guess we'll just say influencers, celebrities, whatever, getting involved in politics, and how do you feel that they're influencing other people
I
with
think
a huge following?
Influencers with a good following, I think they should. I mean, that's what they're trying to influence you to their opinion. If they're whether it's good or bad, it's still their opinion. It's their TikTok, their Instagram, their Snapchat, their pages. I think it's a good thing. Like I like what Bryce Hall's doing. I like that shit. I don't even like the kid, but I like what he's doing. You know.
Yeah, I think it's great, but it's like
TikTok.
also like the young voters that absolutely have no idea behind anything governmental right now.
Oh,
They're just random votes, and they don't know what's best for them really yet. They're not mature.
Like I said, Bryce Hall, I liked him because he actually explained a lot of it. He was actually willing to go on a
In
debate
depth.
with, you know, some libtard.
What's his fucking name?
He had like you know pointy ears and shit probably and purple hair, but you know.
Nah, what's that
that
kid's
motherfucker's
name?
off the walls. I don't
All
know
right,
his name.
y'all comment in the chat if you know the kid. Dean.
I don't know.
He's got the
I just wanted to
freaking
punch
blonde
him-
hair.
just
He's
wanna
always
punch him
like,
in the face.
he kind of talks like gay.
Yeah, I just want to punch him in the face. Like,
Yeah, dude, I want to hit him because I feel so terrible, bro. I sit there and watch all these people
there's no way
do
your mom
debates.
lets you walk out the house and just act like that. Like,
Well,
where's your dad? Where's your mom?
it's the fact that
You
they try
gotta
to
get punched.
debate with Republicans on TikTok Live, and then the second that a Republican comes in there, or it might even like sound a little off, they make them sound so stupid. Oh, you're dumb. You're not educated. Like, not every person is as smart as you when it comes to these politics, but at the same time, there's a reason they're voting for them.
Everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
you know, libtards can go cry to sleep at night knowing that Trump's about to win. So it's going to be nice. I want to be able to buy a house, and that's my biggest thing. I want to be able to buy a truck and a house and finance both of them. Even if I had the money to buy, I'm still not going to buy outright. That's dumb.
speaking of that, I got something to tell you after this.
All right. Well, yeah, back to this. I do want to buy a house. It's an end goal, and it's going to be hard, you know, with the way the economy and the interest rates are right now. They're horrible.
I'm building a house next year, 100%.
Yeah, but you got to get a loan. I need a loan.
Who needs a loan?
Me. I need a loan.
I don't. I can get approved for a loan. I got enough money to put
I can
down.
get approved for every loan besides a damn personal loan right now, and it's just ass.
In what ways do you think people could incorporate being more giving mindful to other people's everyday lives? Or even yours?
Wait, say that again?
In what ways do you think people could incorporate being more giving and mindful into their everyday lives? So yours and everyone else's. What's something that you can incorporate to make?
Oh, my attitude. I definitely think I reflect off a lot of people. So if someone else has like a negative attitude or negative energy, I definitely, you know,
He's a doppelganger.
I get that. No, I'm not a doppelganger. I'm saying like, if someone gives me like a negative attitude or negative energy, it's just like makes me just like, what the hell's wrong with you? What's wrong? Like, there's no reason to ever be like that. Like nothing should ever get you to that point. And I'm trying to learn that, but it's hard because I still got like that young, like boy mentality where I just get like pissed off or like aggravated at little things, but I shouldn't even be worried about it. It's not gonna ruin my life, and it's just gonna piss me off for a little bit. It's not worth it. So that's one thing, your attitude that you can bring it to the table.
Yeah.
It reflects on other people. Big time.
I think something for me would probably be like patience. And I have a lot of it, but I can only accept certain bits of it. I think
Yeah, but you
my
gotta learn at
patience
the end of
with
the
a lot
day.
of things.
At the end of the day, you gotta learn to have a lot of patience. Like especially with this fucking life, the way it's been going, you gotta learn to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then just block that out. If it don't work, then just block it out. Unless it's like, you know, buying something and you want it right now, then you're like, can't, and I want it now, so buy it. Fuck it. YOLO.
What's one thing that you don't tolerate in a relationship?
A lot of shit.
Well, one good.
I'm trying to grow. Oh yeah, me and Gigi are back together. You know, last podcast we talked about how we broke up. Now we're back together. We talked about a lot of stuff, and we talked about a lot of stuff, and we're still in like the little argumentative stage where we're trying to argue about who's right, who's wrong, and how to fix this, like but we're still like we gotta get past the little shit. You know, once we get past the little shit, we'll be chilling. What was the question?
Toleration.
Oh, tolerate. Stuff that I won't tolerate. Oh,
One thing.
one thing. Disrespect.
But what
yeah.
type of disrespect? What's the disrespect that makes you the most mad
Makes me the most mad?
or upset?
Shit, boy.
I can tell you mine is whenever I see the fucking eye roll. You talk about setting a fuse the fuck off. Eye roll at me. I promise you.
No, okay. I don't really give a fuck about that. I'm like, what are you rolling your eyes for? What the fuck? I think it more is like cussing at me. I think I hate being talked to like that, even though I talk like that, and that's just how I'm still trying to learn how to talk in a relationship because I cuss all the time. I say like some foul shit all the time, and it's like I'm not trying to mean anything bad, but it's just how I talk. But I gotta learn. With a girlfriend, they're fragile, and I can't talk like that how I want to talk. But then again, I'm not gonna be no bitch. No, I'm serious though. Like I gotta learn how to talk. I would say the disrespect part, most definitely, disrespecting me, talking to me crazy, Because I'm gonna shut that shit down. And if that don't work, it's gonna be an argument. And once you start arguing, I'm just gonna walk away. So, good luck arguing with the wall.
What's one thing in your childhood that has truly impacted like who you are today?
Oh, one thing in my childhood that's truly impacted the man I am today. I would say, hmm, I would say
Don't use
my,
no family members because it's gonna make you look like shit.
no, I would
I'm
say,
playing.
well, I would say my boy Zach from my hometown. He's a very close, he's like a brother. And the way he carried himself, well, carries himself, I reflected a lot on that, how I carry myself now. But now I'm like still like the younger version of him, where I still like, I crash out a lot, and he doesn't. Like he has very a lot of patience, and I don't have that yet like him. But yeah, I definitely reflect on how he acts and how he talks and or how he acts and how he carries himself. I try to, and how I treat other people. Lately, I've been trying to work on that, treat people better. But yeah, that's mine. What about you?
Just growing up, not really having shit, and I mean, my parents gave me everything that they could, and everything that I ever wanted.
Well, then you
I
had
didn't.
shit. You're chilling.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what made me different is like realizing that we really didn't have shit at all.
What do you
Like
mean by that?
I just see how hard my parents work to provide and make me just grow up and live a happy life as a kid. Like that's what makes me want to work as hard.
Well, just because they, worked hard and bought all this stuff for you and made sure you were good, you still had shit. There's people that
No,
didn't have shit, like
you're not getting
actually.
the point. The whole point is I'm saying they tried so hard to make sure that me and my sister were happy, but we didn't really have it.
Oh,
As when I say
okay,
we,
okay,
I
I
mean
understand.
them.
Like didn't have it. That's a better term to do it. Like don't have it, but you're
Yeah, like
still.
we went from buying freaking Gap to Abercrombie and Finch, you know, like
Hey, no, I like Gap. That shit
no,
was
I'm
fire.
saying you get what I'm saying. They're going from Abercrombie and Finch to Gap. It's a big drop down, you know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
So,
lie. My mom never bought me no Abercrombie, but she bought me a lot of dope shit though. My mom's got me some dope. I had four wheelers and everything. I had a bunch of cool shit.
so I'm saying like I had dirt
Um,
bikes and I had an electric dirt bike that I freaking burnt the
No, I
battery
ain't gonna
up.
lie. Every Christmas, then like Christmas Eve, there's not shit under the tree. Like this is what amazed me so much growing up, and that's why I'm going to. This is why I love Christmas so much. Is my mom. My mom, she always made sure there was nothing under the tree. We never got no Christmas Eve gifts, no bullshit like that. It was Christmas morning. We'd all wake up so excited because we just knew. Like we go outside to the Christmas tree, out in the living room, whatever, and there's I'm talking about like hundreds of presents everywhere. I'm not gonna say how my mom got these presents half the time, but my mom got these damn presents, and I'm talking about this floor was flooded. Like you can't even walk around the tree sometimes, like around the living room. And we'd all sit and we'd have like the most patience in the world, try to at least, and we were like waking mom up, all that shit. I would say that was like that's why I love Christmas, and I think that's why I try to give so much and spend so much money for Christmas is because like I grew up like there's hella gifts in Christmas, but I mean they
Yeah.
weren't big gifts. Sometimes there were little gifts, but there was a lot of them,
Yeah, same.
and that shit was
I was
lit.
putting my deer camera out and shit, trying to find Santa Claus. You leave cookies out and shit, and
Yeah,
they're
we
like
also did
eating 'em.
like it wasn't about just gifts though. It was like that was our biggest thing is we had a family of five everywhere. Every year there's a family of five pretty much. I think one year we did Christmas. A couple years we did Christmas with like our cousins and grandma and all that stuff, and I loved that. That was probably one of my favorites also. But it was always like a home. Like it was like family was always there. We did like dinner. We did like cookies and stuff. We sometimes we bake cookies and decorate stuff and decorate cookies and pretzels. It was just a bunch of
I'm not even
dope
gonna
shit.
lie. I'm so confused on how we're talking about Christmas right now.
Something about being appreciative. I don't know how we got there, but I was just saying I love Christmas. I'm so excited.
Oh, you just ran off of mine. Yeah, that kind of dodged the whole question, but yeah,
About not having shit growing up, and
you're
then
understanding the point.
y'all get it.
Yeah, I will say that my great grandma and grandpa lived down the road from me, like two houses down, and they pretty much raised me while my parents were working and shit. And when
Oh
they
yeah.
passed away, like the whole family kind of just, my mom's side, the whole family kind of just split. Here recently, the past couple years, my mom's dad and my mom's real mom has dementia of 3 4 years now. Um, but her stepmom, they're always around. They're always helping us out and stuff. Um, But my dad's side of the family, I don't know. It just
I'm thinking of those videos that your mom sent of your grandma.
no damn teeth.
Dude, that shit. It's sad, but it's hilarious. Because she's trying so hard to like
Remember
remember
and
everything and
talk.
like talk.
She
She's like,
can't even really speak. She
who's
talks sometimes.
Connor? I was like,
Yeah.
yo. But it's sad, but I mean, I know there is probably a lot of memories behind that, so it's also like cool at the same time she can even like remember stuff sometimes. I think that was dope.
The next question would be, I'm trying to think of how I was thinking of this earlier. So it's like your relationship with your girlfriend. I guess your girlfriend's relationship with your parents. How important do you think that is?
I think that's, you know, really important to an extent. Um, I would say, yeah, I would definitely say a relationship with my mom and my girlfriend should be pretty solid. All because of like we go to like family events, all that stuff, and then but there's an extent part where I don't want my mom knowing. Excuse me. I don't want my mom knowing everything that happens in my relationship. I don't want my girlfriend's mom knowing everything that happened or everything that's happening. I think that just puts like a bad taste in their mouths, and that's the extent part. I don't want all that. It's my relationship, and yeah, I do. I do what I do, and but yeah, I do want. I think it's important, and I try to a little bit for the most part, but it ain't that important, really.
Do you think you could marry someone your parents truly don't like?
No, hell no. If my mom don't like him, I can't marry him.
Yeah.
If my mom can't if she can't be like civil at all, even like
Yeah.
anything civil, I can't marry. I
I
can't marry
think
that
that's
girl.
my
What the
biggest
fuck?
thing too. Yeah, I think that
Tell
the
my mom just eat her up.
relationship with your parents and your girlfriend to have that same bond and connection you do with them, I think is 100% a bonus. But at the same time, if you know deep down that your girlfriend hasn't done nothing and your mom just has this weird grudge, your parent, dad, whoever, has this weird grudge with this girl, then that's a whole different story. I feel like,
Okay, that's when you gotta get in between like family and relationship. Then you gotta like
yeah, and it
set one of the sides
sucks.
straight. One of the
It sucks, but at the same time, I feel like she's her own person, you're your own person, you're with her, you're not dating your mom.
but that's
But
where
you
you get
have
like
to
time.
respect. I know, and that's the point is you gotta respect
Whatever your
the
son or daughter
mother,
likes, whatever your son or daughter
and
likes, you support them
you
no
just
matter
gotta
what.
there's a full circle of respect. You gotta respect something at some point.
But
Um,
there is points where like one of the two is or if they do like fuck up, then either gotta get past it or you're gonna hold that grudge until you get over it. One of the two, because it's not your relationship. So you do gotta figure it out. Um, yeah, but I think that's important too. Is definitely like forgiveness and not being so judgmental, because at the end of the day, we're all young, and we all
yeah.
surely are trying to find how to even do this shit, and especially like how this world is. It's definitely weird,
Who we talking about? Kadashian?
huh?
We talking about Mama
Oh
Kadashian?
no, dude, she's too involved. She's
Yeah,
way too
that's
involved.
what I'm talking about. I'll show you
That's just like
that.
on social media. I can't even do that. If my mom was like doing that shit on social media, I'd tell my mom, you gotta zip it. You gotta zip it, little one. You're bugging. It's embarrassing.
What are you doing actively to progress in life right now?
Um, I'm trying. My first step right now is I notice I have a really bad spending problem. So I'm trying to, put money and put like multiple. I'm not gonna say like how much and all that, but put a good chunk into my personal savings that I can have, but I can still take out of it if that makes sense. Try to just like spare money aside more, like more and more and more, and hope to find a good deal on something good and and I'm getting my credit straightened out pretty fast also. I'm hoping by like February I'll have a really good credit score to go probably buy like a truck and a trailer and do something cool. Like start a business, get my real life started. That'd be cool. That's what I'm doing. It's all about money. It ain't about how happy you are to start a business. It's all about how much money, how much credit you got. Nobody cares how happy you are to start a business. I'm trying to start a business. I don't care how happy if I'm sad. I don't care. I need money.
I'm actively finding ways to make money, but I'm doing it because I love doing it. TikTok, Snapchat, the podcast pays me. I have a few different ways of passive income, and what I'm doing with it is investing it in day trading. So I basically do stuff on my computer all day when market opens.
What do you
Like
want your
it's
actual job to be? Like your real, whenever like in like a year or 2 or 3 years, 4 years, whenever you like know that you're not making as much as you should
my
be making
plan
to
is
support
I'll
your own
never
self.
have to.
Well, okay, cool, but what is just like your plan B if this shit actually doesn't, if you can't, if it just randomly just you stop. I mean, it's kind of like 80% you're gonna keep be able to make money, but like that 20% where you're like, oh, money's like not even able to support my bills now. Like I can't even do nothing fun. I can't support my bills. Like, what's your go-to then?
I'll use my money and to invest it in my dad's business and become partial owner with him.
That's a good one. What does he do? He does like land clearing and stuff.
Contract work,
Yeah,
anything
that's
contract.
fire. That's what I'm trying to get at.
And
Is
I can
that
use
I
my
think it's
social
fun.
media my social media profile to promote his contracting around Georgia, which is where my main following is. But so I'm about to come out with a new clothing brand called Doc Dog. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying that name yet, but it's gonna be a pretty much just like a water retriever southern lifestyle brand. You know, typical southern lifestyle. Um, but I'm super excited to do it because it's something that I've always loved to do, and I love my dog, so I just use my dog for a lot of the portrait pictures and stuff. Um, but that's gonna come out. I have
Wait.
this.
What is your reasoning for stopping your last brand? The
I
Glory to
feel like I've
God.
already said that, but I had GTG Outdoors Co., which is Glory to God Outdoors. Um, I think the whole reason I really kind of wanted to step away from that and kind of move forward with something else is because people were basically idolizing me as the main character for GDG, which I understand, but at the same time, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to use it to promote me, I'm using it to promote good. But people were thinking that I was trying to profit off the Lord's name, and that really wasn't what I was trying to do. It was more so I loved the name. I wanted to incorporate God in my life. I can wear him every day and have him every day with me. Um, and people just took it and ran with it and just made me look like a piece of shit. Um, we were literally donating $1 from each order into a savings account. Not donating it, but we're putting it in a savings account for each order every month. We did it, and I was gonna have people that were less fortunate or couldn't afford to do the things that they've always wanted to do, or the families just couldn't afford to do it, etc. And try to take them on like an adventure of a lifetime, like take them out to a hunting lodge and give them like a 2 3 day hunt or just anything, you know, even a day with us out on the boat fishing or something that we can afford to do and make life better, you know, for someone that could be ready to end it all. You know, we don't know. But that was the whole goal of Glory to God. And thanks to a lot of my haters, I quit doing it. So now I'm coming out with this different brand, and I'm not going to be, well, I'm not too sure exactly what the initiative is behind it, what we're going to do good wise. But until we start being a profitable company, then I'm not going to worry about that, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, with this Discord that I'm about to drop for daily stock trading, if you guys want to get into that, please click the link in my bio. Go subscribe to that. You will not be disappointed if you pay attention and you actually sit back and learn. I promise you, you will make your money back times 5, if not more than that, the first week. If you really want it bad enough, you can literally do it sitting at home on your phone, anywhere you're at on your phone. Trust. Um, but yeah, I get paid from all those other things, and I invested into that. So yes, that's what I do for a living. Um, and I have one last question. Uh, do you think a lot of these influencers switch up who they are to look better for the presence of social media crowds?
Hell yeah, because you can take these filters and beauty filters off these people, and they're damn butt ugly.
Not like that. I'm talking about
Oh,
changing like who they are in person to basically like how you
yeah,
are in
because
the
people
internet.
fabricate a lot of stuff on social media, and I don't think that's right. I think like there's no point in lying. There's no point in saying what's like beat around the bush. There's no point in that. Like it's gonna come out eventually. Like it's Like it's social media. Like there's screenshots, there's screen recordings, there's people watching, like people taking videos. Like it's shit's everywhere. Like there's no point in fabricating anything. It makes your character look like shit too. I do believe that a lot of people should keep a lot of stuff off social media, and I'm victim of that because I shouldn't, or not victim. I am, you know, bad at that because I like just post. I used to post a lot of shit and keep a lot of shit on social media that I shouldn't have. But yeah, I don't. I think a lot of people are fake as shit on social media. It's weird. Like it's like a high school. It's like a big high school. That's what it is.
I need to start posting more.
People are weird.
I need to start posting more on TikTok because I enjoy making videos, but like at this point, it became to the point where I was like literally just scrolling on my For You page, and it was just shit that I don't care to see, things that I never care to see. Like it's not like the old TikTok. The old TikTok used to be so much fun to watch, and I thought it was hilarious. I thought everything was funny. But
Hell no, I
now,
don't like old TikToks videos.
what the old like when TikTok first came out type shit.
Oh,
That was fun to me. I liked that. I
I
don't
never
like,
scroll. All I did then was just go on, post, and get off. I never scrolled on TikTok like that.
dude. They were funny.
No.
They were
Now,
actually
now I can
funny.
sit there on TikTok for hours and sit there and watch.
No, dude, I'm sick of
I get in
TikTok
rabbit
shop
holes.
and seeing lives and
Okay, I don't
shit.
like TikTok. I think that shit's stupid.
It's
But
the only thing that drives me nuts. But yeah, that's
I
pretty
got
much it for.
one last
That's
question.
it for me. If you got any
I got
questions,
I got some questions.
I had some really good
Um,
ones.
yeah, those are fire. 9 out of 10 beating session lasted a good while. Stroke 1 to 8 felt excellent. Stroke 9 to 14 had to speed up because it was getting a little boring. Stroke 15 to 21 had me on the edge. Stroke 22 I blasted.
What is that?
I found this shit in some TikTok comments of this girl's video.
What?
But okay. I got
Dude,
some
I was
questions.
like actually waiting for a question and I had no idea what you were reading.
We talk about that. Talk about that. How do you feel about girls dressing up provocative for Halloween? Like letting that shit out. Like
I mean, it just one they gonna go around talking about, oh, I look so cute, girl, you look hot, da 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 da. And then you ask a girl that question, and I did it for me. I don't care what nobody says. Da, da, da. Baby girl, you are looking for some attention. You might as well just write attention on your forehead.
I think because this is like literally like I told Gigi, I think it's a gray area for me, kind of because like I really don't care what my girl wears and nothing like that. It's not really that important to me as long as you're not dressing like SLUT. Then I'm fine. Like even you can wear something hot if you feel hot in it and wear it. But to an extent, I'm not even attracted to that no more. That's not even my vibe. I don't even like girls that wear slutty things. I don't care about none of that. I think it's attractive that you wear like like formal, not even formal things. It's just like jeans, heels, and a damn
Dude, like what I
crop
think
top.
is so
Like, I think that's
attractive
hot.
is like light blue jeans, like ribs in the knee or whatever, and like a sweater or something, like a turtleneck sweater. I think that shit.
Turtleneck.
No,
Hell
like when it
no.
gets cold, like a little turtleneck sweater. But I think that
Turtlenecks are
shit's
ugly.
cute. But I like that like classy,
I like
proper.
the sweater. Yeah, like the jeans and the sweater. I think that's fire.
I just don't like the cleavage and stuff like that. Even if your girl doesn't have tits, bro, it's like I don't. It's like why are you even trying to show? It's like I don't think it looks.
I don't care about that. I'm not tripping about that. I think it's more of like there's like a way that I like to dress and a way like she likes to dress, and I changed the way I dress because I don't want to look like like a little fuck boy that walks around all the time. I try not to dress like that anymore, but sometimes you do, and sometimes my girl dresses a little slutty. But if she feels hot in it, she feels hot in it. But Halloween, I think it's just a big excuse for that. A big excuse. I don't think it's
Just gives
valid
girls
no
a
more.
reason to do it.
I don't see a valid reason to dress like disgusting. Where like you're literally your butt hole is literally out. Like I don't think that's valid. I don't think it's where you're literally wearing pasties on your nips because they're literally about to fall out. Like I think it's weird. Like I think it's all just weird and like if you're single, hell yeah, go at it. But if you're in like a relationship with like your man, then why the hell are you doing that? Why? It's weird. I don't think Halloween's even about that. It's usually all about like funny, scary shit like that. Not dressing like who can be the biggest slut. Like I don't see that at all. But that's my view, my take on that. And any more questions?
No, I'm right there with you.
Alrighty. Well, that's the end of the poll.
Thanks for watching.